Afternoon, everyone. Hopefully all is well, and I do apologise about the change of time, as it couldn't be helped because my head decided to play up today. How are you, Mickey? Hope you're well. Jake, LT, and DJ Samuel, and Mark, of course, as well. Oh wow, isn't it? It's certainly a hot day today. I would certainly not advise going out in it. Well, I don't know what it's like where you are, but in London, it's absolutely roasting out here. I wouldn't advise anybody going out at the moment. It's certainly not good for you or your head or anything like that. If you do go out, take out lots of water, won't you? Which is important. I'm going to be doing mental health things every week, I think, because not a lot of people have been getting enough help. But I personally don't think so anyway, and I think it's important that people get the help that they need, and I'm going to be asking my professionals, obviously, things that if you guys want any help on certain issues, and I can ask my professionals that I'm going to be seeing, I can maybe ask them and to see what they say and pass it on if you like. Hi Jamie, how are you doing today? I put the link up if anybody wants to jump on and obviously say what you'd like to say on that. But I found it particularly difficult even today, like the effects I had from yesterday of when I had the police and everything else, and I've still been getting issues of getting jumpy and things like that, which okay Jamie, that's fine. Is your dad still doing the gardening? Bless him. That's the thing. If you've got a nice garden and that, it's certainly well, your notifications just come through. It's just a thing. I haven't been getting notifications from YouTube at all for quite a lot of streams. I think YouTube are having a bit of a cob on with certain people. I don't know. Hi guys, how are you? You having a good day? I just think it's been one of those days, isn't it, really, where you just don't want to get out of bed at all. It has certainly been like that for me. Hi Shauno, you having a good one too? I was going to say certainly today, if people out there that have dogs, I would not be taking them out today. I took Leo out earlier on, even though I've got a broken door, which is pretty stupid of me, I know, but and that was even before the sun came out, and he was panting, so I would not advise anybody to be taking a dog out today. It's way too hot. You certainly don't want to be making your dog out in this. It's bad enough for us getting all hot, yet our own dogs as well. You're doing some housework, but rather you than me, especially with your kids running around as well. Sometimes it's better to do it when they're in bed, I know, but by then you're so knackered, you don't want to be doing anything by then. I remember exactly what it was like, but cover them in water. It's easier said than done with that though, but even putting water on them when they're outside in this heat isn't good. I spoke to a vet about it, and I was a bit worried because the last time we had a heat wave, which was really bad, was the year I got attacked, and I didn't, because it looks as though this year is going to be as bad as that one, and I didn't want the same thing to happen again. And he was basically saying, try and keep your dog as much inside as possible. And I'm like, well, how on earth is that good for your animal's mental well-being? Wet dogs stink. Nice. Well, yeah, they can do, but that's where shampoo and that comes in if your dog is rather wet. But yeah, they can get rather bad, I suppose. But well, mine tends not to be so bad. But I'm sure if you had a dog, he or she would probably just say the same thing about you, Mickey. To be fair. Oh, your dog would always dive in water. Yeah, mine's pretty much the same. I mean, not like dive into water, but he will go into water that's shallow. But I don't know about diving in. He hasn't ever tried, but that'd be certainly interesting. And I don't know, like what kind of subjects that you guys would want to be talking about. I mean, like there's certain things I know about. Obviously, like anyone can jump on and talk about whatever they want in regards to mental health and that as well. And I know, like my PTSD has been flaring up like anything, and I'm still finding it hard to work out the best ways of coping with it, and it changes all the time. I'm sure any of you guys out there that suffer with it will probably find the same thing, which is pretty bad. Even GPs don't give you advice about PTSD or anything like that. It's pretty weird if you ask me. Hi Mark, you okay? Yeah, so sorry about earlier, Mark, but my head was if I'd have come on earlier on, I don't think I would have been able to speak. My head was just like, it was worse than having a migraine. It was just like exploding all the time. And okay. Oh, that's probably a good idea. I'll have a look and see what if they do any down here. Because I know there's only a few of those stores around here, but I'll have a look and see. So somebody's in StreamYards, and my mouse has decided to be a pain in the ass. Hello, LT. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Well, it's been a bit of a weird one. My PTSD's been flared up, and I don't know how to deal with it.
Right, I was hearing you say something. Well, we give our clients, and majority, some of them are veterans also that suffer from PTSD.
Okay.
And we prescribe. Well, we tell them to get, and we give them Uh, CBN, excuse me, CBG.
Yeah, I've been taking the MCT oil, and it seems to be working a little bit, but I don't know. Ever since the cops came round and tried to kick in my door, I've been like shaking all the time. I don't know what. It's unlike me, and it's one of those things where, you know, I just can't control it, and it's a bit of a weird one. I know.
Right. No, I'm not. I'm not even gonna try to understand. I hear you 100% because, you know, a lot of symptoms might be the same. What I realize is a lot of people that the feeling is a little different. You know, it gets to the point that they just want to vomit. They sick. They get to the point that they're hyperventilating or whatever, that they just want to faint. It's a lot of bad feelings with that. You know. Yeah, I'm just donating some clothes to.
Oh, that's nice.
The clothes and drop off. So usually, we try to clean up and stuff and drop off some clothes for people.
We have those in this country too. So,
like drop off boxes.
Yeah, they're like big metal like containers where you can drop off clothes and things like that.
Yeah, we have. I'll show you right now. You know what? My wife told me there's bags in the trunk. I hope it's not bags that you wanted.
It's strange. You actually call it a trunk, but we call it a boot.
Oh, right. No, it's one of these boxes here. That you just,
we are similar. Hi, Wes. How are you?
How are you, DJ Vix? I just wanted to come on.
That's right. You can come in any time. I don't mind.
Just say personally, I'm glad you're back on, and I've missed you not being on, to be fair.
No, it's only been about a week and a half that I've been back, so it's been good. A lot of people have my subs have gone up as well, which is good as well. Which is I can't complain at that either. So I'm going to keep.
How are you feeling in yourself?
I'm actually all right. Obviously I sound a lot better. I'm a lot happier, but I was doing okay until the idiot bloody council that came round to my house the other day started hammering my door down, and then they called the old bill, and the old bill broke my door.
Oh my God.
And left me in a state where it triggered me, and I just couldn't stop shaking, and I've been like that ever since.
Yeah, it's not good that, it's not.
Well, I mean, they were acting as if, I'd broken. I mean, I've got no warrants out for my arrest, done nothing wrong, and they break my door down.
No,
what was the reason?
Well, the council didn't. This is the thing. The council didn't have an appointment for one. They just thought they'd turn up and see if they could try their luck for an appointment. But I was actually coming out of a seizure when they knocked on the door, so I wasn't up for opening the door anyway. But because I didn't answer the door, they thought they'd kick it in.
Yeah, it's absolutely disgusting that, But anyway, I've jumped on, DJ. Yeah, I just wanted to say hello personally, and I'm glad you're back. And
like I say, you can jump on any time you like.
Better. Yeah. And what you call it, that's what I was going to say. I'm going to carry on now with what I'm doing, but I just wanted to say it personally. Yeah. I'm glad you're back, and I hope things get better.
Oh, so do I. And like I said, you're welcome on my channel anytime you like, because you've never been, you've never been bad to me. You've never given me any grief.
We're like the old school of YouTube. You know what I mean? We've all been around for ages. You know what I mean? And obviously, I think by now we've weaseled the bad out from the good, haven't we?
Well, I hope so. I mean, I want to keep my channel positive.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Yeah,
I want people to come in here and have a good time. I don't want it to be drama, and I'm not going to put up with it either.
No, it's not about that. You know, people want to feel comfortable. They don't want to feel uncomfortable, do they? You know, and that's what it's all about. You know, so. But anyway, yeah, I'm glad well, you know, you can be doing better and all that, but it's good speaking to you, and I'm glad you're back on anyway. And,
thank you.
Next time you're back on, DJ, I'll come straight on to you.
I'm going to be like doing this every Sunday anyway, but like I'm going to be doing streams like during the week here and there. I'm going to be like doing it more like regular, which I think would be good. And because
to be fair, DJ, listen, I think I am speaking of everybody. You know, forget the haters and that, but I think I'm speaking on behalf of everybody. You are missed when you're not about, yeah, because you are part of the system. Do you get me?
Oh, thanks.
No, you are, seriously. Yeah. But anyway, I've chewed your ear off enough. I'm going to let you go.
That's all right.
And I'll speak to you soon and keep well, yeah?
Thanks, Wes, for jumping on. It was kind of you.
No worries. Take care. Bye-bye.
And you, my love.
Bye-bye.
Is that a joint you're smoking there, LT, or is that a fag?
It's CBD.
Oh, okay. Didn't know you could smoke. Oh no, that is a joint, right? Okay.
We make CBD cigars too, and we also Yeah, it's you know, a lot of people, I don't know, they don't want to smoke tobacco, but they'll smoke CBD, something that's naturally, that doesn't have all that ammonia.
Isn't it better though, like with CBD though, to put it under your tongue rather than smoke it?
Pardon me?
Isn't it better though to put CBD under your tongue rather than smoking it though? Because it's better for your health, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. It's just it's there, and you know, our client came by and we made it, and it tastes. It was smooth. It's not too bad.
I actually believe you that it is smooth. It is it's good that you can make things like that, I think.
Oh, well, yeah, absolutely. Right now, how can I say? We know somebody that we work with that knows somebody in MLS, Major League Soccer, and they asked us to send them several products to them. And there were there was three companies, and out of the three companies, we won. So now it's just basically.
Nice.
No, they actually gave it to one of the players. He's not as big as Cristiano Ronaldo from Madrid, but his name is Luis Nimi. I think he's from Portugal. And he swore by it, and he loved it, and we developed a roll-on. So they came back with it, and we gave them some numbers. Now they came back with quadruple numbers they want, and they wanted development of a sports bandage with the product on there,
that's cool.
and a spray CBD, which we already have.
Jamie's in the house, LT as well.
What's going on, guys? I'm sorry. Hey, Jamie, what's going on? I'm not reading nobody's anything. Please forgive me. I'm driving and just talking at the same time.
That's all right. You can do whatever you want, LT. I'll give you permission. You know, because you're certainly not.
As long as you keep your eyes on the road, that's all that matters.
Right, exactly. No, it's exactly right. You don't want to cause a car crash, do you?
No, but I can talk and chew gum and drive. Just can't read the chat. So everybody out there, if you guys saying hello, hello. If anything, just enjoying the day. I know Ms. DJ, and I just wanted to say and show love to her like always.
Which is all appreciative. Hi, Cheech. How are you? Hopefully you're having a good day and you're not throwing darts at anybody. So I have days like that where I feel like throwing darts at people, but obviously I have to find other ways of getting that anger out, because throwing darts at people is never a good idea.
Well, DJ, not to mention it all over again, but it seems like you're talking about it. But how long ago did that happen to you?
How long ago did? Sorry, I don't understand the question. You mean my PTSD, or?
No, when the police come to your home.
It was a couple of days ago now. It was really sudden. It's been ridiculous.
Wow. Was it
they were supposed to come.
Or something?
No, it was during the day. They were supposed to come and fix my door yesterday, but my head was bad, and then they were supposed to come and fix it today, and they haven't bothered. And I'm like, oh, for goodness sake!
We're all on Wednesday. It'll be Wednesday, Vix, you know that.
It bloody well won't be, because I walked Leo earlier on and left my door open, which is stupid, but I had to take him out. You can't keep him indoors.
Yeah. Well, it's bank holiday, they don't want to work bank holiday.
Well, it's an emergency, isn't it, that they're going to have to, and if they don't come today, I'm going to phone them every 5 minutes until they get their arse round here.
Right.
Evening, Lauren. How are you?
Well, it's sunny for a change.
The amount that I raised for
that I bought before.
The homeless and the vets to buy me a coffee is 50 quid. It's not a lot, but it's been passed on to the charity. So
no, it's not it. Damn, I think it was Menards, bro.
50 quid's better than nothing.
I think it was a different company, bro.
You get the ruby red or something at Menards? I know a lot of people
it was some brown one, some ECO or something. But I think it was. I didn't buy it. I had a couple bags to use.
I'm sorry. Not too bad, Lauren. Thank you. Are you enjoying it out in the garden, Jamie? It looks very hot where you are as well.
It is. Hold on a second. I can turn this round. I don't want to blind anybody, but I can turn this round. I can show you something.
That's the thing, Mark. In regards to my door, nobody told me they'd actually broken my door. I actually found that out after they.
I don't blind them. That's sun just there.
Oh wow!
I don't want to blind you, but if it's getting too much, no.
I've got my shade, so I'm cool at the moment, but hopefully that won't be blinding other people.
It's blinding me looking up there, just me.
See, this is the thing. I actually called the old Bill, and I said to him, what normally happens when you guys break a door? And they turned around and said, well, it wasn't actually us that broke the door, even though it was. It's the council, because they're the ones that told them to come out. So they said it's the council that broke your door, so they have to deal with it. And I'm like, oh, wonderful. Idiots. But what can you do? There's not really a lot you can do, really.
But I'm disabled and I'm vulnerable, and you're leaving my door like that.
Oh, they already knew all of that, but
I know, I'm just saying.
But it's like yesterday.
That's what makes me sick.
Well, so yesterday when Leo got out, and I was like, how the hell did he get out the front? Because I know he can open the front door, but he doesn't unless I ask him to. And I didn't give him that order. And obviously it was open because they fucked it up. And I was like, oh, bloody hell. So that's how I basically asked them to sort it out, but they just haven't bothered. So it's a bit crap, really. But it's not really a lot. Oh, thank you, Leo. He decided to give me his squeaky toys on time to live stream every time. Go lay down, Leo, please. Good boy. Take your toy. Not in my face. Oh, I've got a slimy, squeaky toy in my chops now. Oh. Yeah, exactly. Don't snort in my... Oh. So my dog's snorting in my face now and swiping these little squeaky toys everywhere. Fuck's sake.
I'm going to put it out. I'm going to put it out there. You're on 328 subscribers. Let's see if we can get you up to 230 by end of stream, or may possibly be a bit more.
Oh, don't know. Yeah, Mark's saying they're attacking Leo's squeaky toy strikes again. He does it every single bloody live stream. He's a right nightmare. I'm sure you guys are bribing him in chicken to do it. Oh, he's a right pain, but what can you do? Hi, Belle. How are you, my love? How is it in Canada today? It is Canada you're from, isn't it? Or have I just fucked that up? I'm pretty sure you said you're from Canada because the others are from America and there's another couple of you that are from Canada, and I'm trying to make sure I get the right areas for the right people.
Hi, Belle. You're all right. I hear everybody else as well in chat.
Well, Belle's actually saying hello to you, Jamie, as well.
Yeah, I'm having to use my phone to look at chat. I can't get chat up on this for some reason. So I'm looking down, if you know what I'm doing. I have to use my phone to get...
Well, it's hard, isn't it? Because you've got the actual sun on your phone as well, so that's all bad. So what actually happened yesterday? Because you were saying that you was out doing like a live stream last night because of all what went on.
No, I wasn't doing a live stream. I wasn't doing a live stream. It wasn't even planned. I got woken up by flashing blue lights, and I thought, "What the hell?" And then next thing I know, a fire engine zoomed up the street with lights on, and then when a first response fire van decided to think it was like to reverse into our garden and park across the street. So that woke me up and all.
Well, I would have thought so. I mean, like, fire trucks aren't exactly quiet, are they? And then you've got the people that's in them as well.
Yeah.
And then you've normally got cops.
And I thought, and then cops turned up. So I thought, oh no, what's happening now? So I thought to myself, this will bring some good content, you know, because I like doing that type of thing. So I thought, I'll get my phone and I'll do it. I'll do a live stream, you know. So I sat and did a live stream.
Mark, saying respect to you, Jamie, for plugging my channel. This is the thing, Mark, because I plugged Jamie's for quite a while as well, and at the same time, I've done turbos and I've done quite a few other people's channels, and I forgot to do my own. I've done everybody else's, but forgot to do my own, which is stupid. Hi, Jake.
As you stands, DJ Vix is on 328 subscribers. Let's see if we can get to 330 by end of stream.
Thank you, guys. It would just be nice to be able to like get to the point where you can like just go and do live streams whenever you want. Because I know Jake went to that protest yesterday, didn't you? How did that go, Jake?
Not too bad. To be fair, the protesters were outnumbered. The police wouldn't let us go down some roads, so we take a detour.
So basically, they were kettling you guys. That's what happened the last time. To be fair,
so trying to catch off, but failed. Then me and a group of 4 others got separated from a group.
That's not good.
I nearly got touched up by a police officer.
You nearly got what by a police officer?
Touched up.
Touched up? Was that?
Yeah. Yep.
What in a sexual way or? That's terrible.
Did you get on camera? Jake?
I don't think so.
Did you see any other people around filming? See if they got it on camera and take it to IPC. See. report him or her.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that happened, Jake, because that is awful.
But he wouldn't meant to do it.
He didn't mean to do it. Oh, right, okay.
No.
Still needs reporting. You probably need extra training.
True.
Yeah.
But if something like that happened, did you actually tell him what he did? Because if you didn't, then he might not have known what he did. So I know it's a bit of a difficult issue to talk about, but it's not very nice when that kind of thing happens.
Just when security do it to you. I had an
incident. You used a megaphone. Oh, wow. Okay. She's just saying that he used a megaphone. Wow. I wouldn't have thought you'd need one, Jake, to be fair, but those megaphones are brutal. Hi, Heaven, how are you?
Tell you that same type of thing happened to me with Shawset Security when I was in Manchester. When I went to Manchester Academy, and they know they do the pat down type of thing. It accidentally touched around my groin area. I shouted at him, but I put a complaint in. But
that's terrible, though, when cops do shit like that, because they really shouldn't be doing stuff like that to anybody.
Well, this wasn't a police officer. We were on at Shawset Security.
No, it's just terrible.
I asked him.
I did watch a little bit of Tracy's stream yesterday, and a little bit of I think it was Little Bits or something like that as well. I watched a couple of streams yesterday for a bit, and I didn't like what I was seeing, what the police were doing, and that. But I didn't know you had a megaphone, though, Jake. Wow.
Quite a small one, to be fair.
Oh, the police are stopping them from blocking the road. Oh, right, so that's what they were trying to do, block roads, right? Oh, you can understand that, I suppose, but this is the thing. If they'd arranged another day, then you would have got more people there, because there was loads of people in the London one.
Well, so one at Live Street, is it Hyde Park or something it's called, isn't it?
Where that's where Speaker's Corner is. Yeah.
Yeah, where the load of police vans crowding around everybody.
Oh, wonderful.
Well, I want one of them anyway.
This is the thing, like with all these like protests and that going on. I mean, the way that the cops handle people, I think that affects people's mental health, because the way, I mean, I know what I saw when I accidentally walked into the ones, where there was Black Lives Matter, and I think there was protests going on about vaccinations as well. Extinction Rebellion were doing a protest just down the road, and then there was another religious one around the corner or something, and people like hitting people with batons and stuff, and I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and that was really upsetting for me. Yet I don't like kids were actually watching it as well, and it's like, what would that be like for a child to see, like, people just being hit over the head? Because that's teaching a child that it's okay to hit people over the head, because the police are doing it, and the police are supposed to be the good guys. So, like, giving out the wrong kind of message, I think. I don't know whether you guys would agree, but certainly not good.
To be fair, I must give a plea. They wasn't all bad. They wasn't violent at any stage. There was a bit of charging bit, and not at the start. I basically said, they said to a police liaison officer afterward. I'm not sure whether I got that on camera or not. I don't mind, or should we say, I don't mind. if they follow behind. But them trying to stop her doing a peaceful protest.
The next time you go to a protest down in Dover, I'll go down there with you because I know the area and I know quite a few people down there as well, and I think it'd be a lot safer.
Okay.
Because it's always better to be around people that you know as well. Because
I don't like protests.
I'd have Leo with me.
I don't like protests, to be totally honest. I stay away from them.
I don't particularly like them, but
I do. I think it's funny because you can call the police whatever they want.
Yeah, you need to be careful though, because you don't want police to start targeting you for something like that. And
I believe they were thinking about grabbing me, and group of couple of people they stay in the middle of us because I think the police are gonna grab you. Yeah, okay.
Well, as long as you get your point across, you can get your point across about making it that you yourself a target from the police. I think there are ways of saying things that you need to say without using curse words and that, because they can use it against you, and there are all kinds of ways of getting your point across.
They can't be offended. You can swear like a troubadour.
No, I know, but if there's a lot of people around, especially if there are kids, I noticed there were quite a few kids in that protest, weren't there? They can always say that, oh, there were kids around, you shouldn't be shouting and swearing around kids, and they could use it against you. Unfortunately, Dover cops are brutal, I personally think, but
yesterday they wasn't that brutal, to be fair. So if there were more people there, then I think.
How many people were there down there, do you think, Jake, in the end? Because it was hard to tell, because they were like in lots of different groups. When I was watching it on people's streams, it was hard to tell how many people were there.
And for me, it would be between 40 and 70 people.
Well, there weren't that many there. That's bad.
There's a protest happening in Halifax as I speak to you now. Obviously, I don't do them, but it's down near Gibbet Street in Halifax. It's that, what they call it, Palestine or whatever it's called.
Palestine, yeah.
Three bullshitters.
Can you imagine what it'd be like protesting in this heat as well? That's probably not the best idea
it's down
either.
there. It's down in that end of town because it's where all the Asian majority is that live in Halifax, live up that area. So, not being racist or on those lines, but that's where that area is.
This is the thing. I mean, it's all very well and good, like having these, but how is it going to change anything? I don't think it is going to change anything over here.
DJ Fitz?
Yes, darling.
Do you have Twitter?
Do I have what, sorry?
Twitter.
Twitter, yeah. I don't use it that often.
And you look on Steve Lords and look what MPs are you're accusing him of.
Okay, because I actually follow Steve Law, so yeah, I can look at that.
Yeah, because of the last 24 hours, the MP have been you're accusing him of something really bad, to be fair.
What on earth are they accusing him of then, or don't you know?
I don't actually know at the moment, but I know MPs you're accusing them of something. To be fair.
Cheech is saying it wasn't a demo. There was a mob of drunk, racist, low IQ reprobates trying to block a highway, to be fair. Okay. I didn't know it was like that, but see, I wasn't there, so I can't say. I mean, I know Jake was there, but I wouldn't have thought Jake was drunk. Unless you were, I wouldn't have thought you'd go to a demo drunk, would you?
To be fair, Sheik is a left-wing scum. Not what he is.
When it comes to Dover, I don't think it matters.
He got drunk afterwards, but I didn't any drunk people now.
I wouldn't, like I said, I wasn't there in person, so I couldn't say. I mean, I was only on people's streams for a little bit. So I wasn't feeling very good yesterday, to be fair. So.
One of the veterans collapsed, I believe.
Somebody collapsed, was that?
Yeah, a veteran, I believe. And ambulance were called, but I think one of his mates was planning to take him to hospital instead of getting an ambulance to him.
That certainly isn't good either, is it?
No.
Hi, United We Stand. Are you having a good day? Hopefully you're not too hot or anything, because it's bloody the sun is so hot in London. I'm sure Kurt would agree. It's like a sweatbox out here at the moment. Even indoors, I've got fans on in here for the animals because poor Leo is feeling the heat, bless him. But he's laying in front of the fans, so yeah.
No, it's actually beautiful.
It sounds like everybody's melting.
It's actually beautiful out here in Chicago right now. Probably about 60 degrees. As you can see, the sun up there.
Jake, did you call Cheech Lefty Scum?
Yeah, he is.
It's all very well, you know, people having their political views and that. I mean, some people might appear to be right or left or in the middle, but I don't think there's any need to call people scum or anything like that, to be fair.
Now when the video got put up, you're me getting accused of being a right-wing scum and a racist because I attended that demo yesterday.
Yeah, that's the thing. I think the R word is thrown about way too much at the moment. I mean, I don't think anybody here is racist. I really don't. And I think it's used, thrown around to score points off each other, and that's never good. I personally think we need to be united rather than divided about this kind of thing. That's just my own personal opinion. Hi, Sasha, are you having a good day? I understand what you're saying there, Happy Feet. It is a difficult thing, but if you don't stand up for your rights, then you're going to get trampled all over. But I suppose it's finding a balance on everything, isn't it? In regards to protests and that. Oh, Sasha's been sunbathing. That's one thing I will not be doing today. It's too hot for that.
I have actually copied rights for video, so
you've got your video copyrighted?
No. No,
that's right. You can do that.
For persons who actually called me a racist and a right-wing scum, his video of me had been copyrighted. So
that is why I copyright all of mine now, because it got to the point where people were using my material all the time, and that's not good. So that's why I do that for mine. I don't mind if people come up to me and ask if it's all right to use some of my material. I don't know if I give permission, it's fine, but I agree with that, Sasha.
To be fair, she could actually block from my channel.
So who is that you're talking about?
Sheik
180. Well, guys,
this is the thing, though, Jake. If people call you bad names, I would try and ignore it, because if you rise to it, then it can turn into something else. And unless somebody's actually physically hurt you, it's always best to ignore it. I personally think.
But first you claim that I have rated NHS time, which I haven't. Because I found out yesterday that I have a ligament damage and a muscle damage. Then he try and blame me for waiting a police time. That was protest as well. So basically I did nothing.
Hopefully you can sort out your ligament damage, though, and it will get better for you. I don't know what's going on between Jake and Cheech, but yeah, I thought both of those guys got on really well, but hopefully you guys can sort it out. No, we're actually going to put it back on topic, Mickey, because I don't want it certainly going that way, because I wasn't planning on talking about protests today, certainly not. I was actually talking about CBD with LT, and then it sort of like went off topic a bit, but
I'm just shopping for some flowers. I
was actually going to ask you, LT, while you're here, in your opinion, what is the best sort of CBD to sort of like take for PTSD, would you say?
CBG.
Yeah, because there are different kinds, aren't there?
Right. God, man, you know what? I wish I was at home. So, you know what? Matter of fact, when are you gonna go live again, VJ?
I'll probably do like a stream like midweek or something, but like I'm gonna be doing streams on a Sunday, I think, for like mental health reasons, because my treatment's like gonna be starting either next week or the week after, so I'm gonna be then. If people have got like questions that they want asked, then I could maybe ask my doctor that's dealing with me if they ask him or her these questions and see if they can maybe get a few answers and do it like that.
Well, it's just there is two different kinds, but do you communicate with Upstate?
Yeah, I go into Upstate's channel quite a bit.
Yeah,
and I have his email as well, so.
Yeah. You know what? Why don't you hit him up on the email on a personal level with him and tell him that how can I say, what's the CBG that I gave him to help him.
Okay.
That's the one we sell for, and we give to mostly veterans that suffer from that PTSD. Right. So
hopefully I'm going to be getting a private prescription for it soon. I mean, it's going to cost quite a bit, but it's got to be worth it, isn't it? You know.
What do you mean a prescription?
Oh well, over here there's something called Project 21 where you pay a certain amount for to actually get a referral from a doctor, and the doctor will ask you questions and that, and they will sort of like say whether or not it would be good for you to be on weed or not, because you can get like smoke, or you can get CBD oil, or anything that you need like that. And each month, I think you get up 30 grams, so I think for 150 quid or something like that. Which isn't too bad. I mean, it's not about the money for me, it's about getting sorted out. Because I don't want to be on prescription drugs, you know?
No, hell no, man. Shit. I'm a firm believer of trying to stay away from it unless it's a life and death medication that your body won't be able to function without. So be it. But if you have a choice to take something naturally to get away from the pain, to get away from the PTSD before running into a prescribed Lexapro, the prescribed Ativan, which is a narcotic formulated in a lab by human beings.
Yeah.
So it's like me. If I got a real bad headache, okay, yeah, first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna drink a cup of coffee, a really strong espresso.
This is a thing as well, because I've got physical issues like with my back and hip and things like that. So I used to smoke weed when I used to have like problems with my back and that, and I don't know whether I want to go back to actually smoking it.
No, well,
so I think that might be bad for my health doing that.
So, CBG is natural. There's no THC in it, and if it is, it's the legal amount, or possibly 0.3%, if that. You know what I mean? But there's no THC in the CBG. Now, if you want a product with your CBG and you get not licensed prescription for it, then that's another way you can go about it.
Yeah.
But if you want to try it naturally, this is what natural is, CBG. There's no THC in it.
Yeah. Well, I've got two different. I've got one that does have THC in it and one that doesn't. So.
Mhm. And
I've been taking the other one today.
You rather have the one with or without?
Depends on my mood, actually. So sometimes I take both of them, which is a little bit weird, taking both of them together. It actually makes me feel weird. But if I'm in that kind of mood, then it's okay. If I just want sleep, then I take the one without the THC. But sometimes I just take the one with the THC. So it all depends how I'm feeling, to be fair.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to talk to you and pick some flowers at the same time.
Okay, what flowers are you going to pick up for your missus?
Well, no, I'm just for the garden outside.
Okay.
I'm picking up a couple hostas. They grow some pretty flowers like this, and they come back. Yeah, and they come back every year, and they basically blossom like this.
You certainly got some noise in there, haven't you?
Yeah, it's open space. There's birds in here, and
okay.
I feel like I'm in the rainforest right now.
Why not? mean, how's like the business side going? Is it going all okay and that?
What do you mean?
Because I know because I haven't like spoken to you too much. You was like setting up your business when I was speaking to you, and
everything's going okay. I mean, we still closed down one location, but everything's okay. I mean, there's a lot of people that I helped out during YouTube, and
it's a shame you can't send it over here because I don't think you're allowed to, are you? To send it over to the UK.
I don't think it's like Canada. We can't ship THC products to Canada, but we can ship CBD. But
exactly.
The UK, I would have to find out with the UK, but I'm sure we can. I'm not going to promise anything because there's so many people asking, and I can't remember. But if I can,
well, I thought I would ask you, so that's all okay, you know.
Well, one thing I want to do is that if we find out we can, I want you to at least purchase one of our CBGs, and you don't even worry about that pricing that we have on there. You know what I mean? I would help you, especially if it helps other people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always good to try different things to find what actually works for you, and because some would work better than others, and I think it's best to find a balance of what actually works, isn't it?
Mhm.
If it helps, hard, it helps. Especially like for myself because of the seizures that I have, which is a pain in the arse.
For the what?
Seizures, because I'm epileptic, aren't I? And
seizures, right? You know, I gotta keep understanding. I gotta keep using your accent and use
sorry, I actually can't help my accent. See, at least of me, it's easier to understand me rather than some of the people that I have over here are like Jamie, for one, because of his northern accent. It's quite difficult for Americans to understand that as well. And some of the people that I have over here are Scottish as well, so it's even worse because their accent is so strong and quick. It's quite difficult to understand that as well. So
it's just I noticed some people, they talk with a, I don't know, I don't want to sound disrespectful. It sounds like it's a lot of, I don't know, I wouldn't, you know, let me not even start saying it. I don't want people to get mad. It's just different. The lingo, the way you speak it is English. Obviously, it's English.
Well, yeah, English people do speak English, funny enough.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't say funny. It's just different. And then even if you do understand the words that are coming out of your mouth, it's the lingo, the way you guys say it. You know what I'm saying? We will have our lingo. What you're saying. You know, like you, I understand. But it's just some of the words I would have to like hear it and then say, okay, I know what she means because let me translate her way of saying it into my own language. You know, you know, when you say seizures again.
Seizures.
You know, if you weren't listening deep enough, it sounds you said tissues.
I could say fits instead. Would that be better? I don't know. I mean.
Oh Lord!
If I was wearing a mask, it'd sound even worse, wouldn't it? But
yeah, probably. You know, it's just
I'm actually exempt, so I don't have to.
Well, there's so many people. It's in the aisles. I mean, we can also, but there's just so many people in the aisle. You don't want someone to cough in your face by accident and just, I mean, not to catch the 19, but just to catch their cold. You know what I mean?
Not good.
So it's like when I'm coming in here, I don't see nobody in these aisles, and right now I see people. I just brush it up. You never know. I don't want to be walking right by him and he coughs right in my face by accident.
Quite. That's exactly what it is. I mean, I can't actually stand wearing a mask because of I suffer with blackouts, and I actually worked out that wearing a mask was actually making me having more blackouts, and nearly getting hit by cars and stuff is not my idea of fun. So that they've told me not to ever wear one. So yeah, I'm well, thank you, Stacey. Hope you're doing well, darling.
Well, you guys, you know what? I got 50% on my phone. Let me save the rest just in case I need a call for emergency. Let me go finish shopping. DJ, contact Upstate by email and just ask them what was the one that I sent you. Absolutely, you know, and you know the website, you know, and if you have any comments, you know, contact anyone in the office right there, and I swear to God, they're gonna help you.
Okay.
I will help them. I will let them know. Okay. Matter of fact, yeah, absolutely. Well, I mean, if it helps other people, and in your situation, it sounds the same, so the product will help you also.
That's good.
Anyway, DJ, let me let you go. Let me finish up the shopping real quick.
Okay. Nice one.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Take care.
Absolutely. Take care.
Oh, goodness me. My cat's decided to jump on the bloody laptop again. My cats always seem to love jumping on my laptop, especially when I'm doing live streams. They leave my laptop alone normally, but when I start doing live streams, they start jumping all over it. Crazy moggies. What can you do? That is the thing with American accents. It is quite difficult sometimes, but I'm actually quite used to it because I get quite a lot of Americans on my streams now. So, and I go over to theirs as well. So I'm getting used to the accents there, which is all good. I will put in the link if anyone wants to jump in and say something. You don't have to if you don't want to. I've actually pinned the links, so if anybody does want to jump on. No, LT didn't call an ambulance. I mean, how on earth could he? Is in America. I actually I've actually got 4 laptops at the moment. 2 of them are completely knackered where the cats have had a go. I've got 2 that work, so which is all good. I may have to get another one. They keep on bloody jumping on them little monkeys, but that's the thing, you can't exactly strangle your kitties, can you, when they jump on things? Is that obviously they don't understand. My older cat, when she was younger, she always used to like lay across my laptop. She used to like just laying on it for some reason. So that's like her safe place, apparently. Don't know why. She's got a bed. She's got loads of places to sleep, but she tends to like my laptop. So sort of like getting a bit lost. What on earth is going on in this chat? I'm actually getting lost here. I think I've missed quite a bit of what's gone on in the chat because I was talking to LT, but as long as everybody's good in it. Yeah, I was just seen Mark's comment about your Glaswegian accent. Yeah, I'm sure LT would love that one. I mean, I find it hard to understand you sometimes, actually. Mark, get an own LT. Bloody hell, he certainly would I find that a little bit of a funny one to understand. I think LT may have been in the room. I can't remember who was actually in the room when it happened, but obviously he didn't ring an ambulance. We all know who did that, and I'm not really going to be talking about it. Well, I did have a desktop, but my ex decided to do a system restore or something, but he actually ended up wiping the whole system. So I can't use my desktop anymore, so I have to get a new one. It doesn't matter who, like I say, it doesn't matter who was in the room when it happened. He didn't do it, and we know who did, and that's all that matters. And it's already been talked about. So what have you guys been up to today, apart from sunbathing and stuff? Because nothing happened, Mickey. This was like ages ago now, where an ambulance was called, which didn't need to be called, and it all got sorted out and that. No, it happened about, what, 2 months ago? Must have been about 2 months ago now. But, yeah, it all got sorted out, so. Yeah, I mean, LT is certainly not a twat. He's a lovely guy, and he's all up for helping people. So that's one thing he's not. So are you talking about? Who commented on PD's live? Are you talking about me or somebody else? Yeah, my desktop does, but it's so old. I'm just going to get a new one. I think it'd be a lot easier. Oh no, it's nothing about last night. No, after my live stream yesterday, I went over to Jake's for a little bit. Had a laugh with Jake, and then can't remember what I did after that. It was all good. I haven't had any trouble with needing an ambulance for quite a while, because I've had a matron coming in on a regular basis, so it's all been cool. Like I say, nothing wrong with me apart from PTSD a little bit, but the doctors wouldn't really be able to do anything about that. So all I can do for that pretty much is take the oil that I've got and just try and relax as much as possible. It's difficult, but that's all you can do. I may even have a mix later on if I feel like it. That'll probably cheer me up. Won't cheer up the neighbours, mind you, but it'll probably do me a world of good. Who knows? Oh, hi, Catherine. My younger cat's coming to say hello to you guys by the looks of it. Oh, bless her. As long as she doesn't jump on the laptop. Like my other cat, I think when I was on my live yesterday, she kept on turning my mic off. So it kept on going funny with you guys yesterday. That was the other cat, not this one. Are you serious about that happened on Jake's? Because I was on it for a bit and I didn't hear any of that, but maybe it's before I came on. But you certainly didn't say any of that when I was on the stream. Yeah, a mix, tunes or a smoke. Well, I don't smoke, so that's out the question. So it'd be a mix and some oil, I think, for me. And that was definitely last night. Now that is mental. That certainly didn't happen like when I was there. Ask Cornish to fix my desktop. I don't think anybody would be able to bloody fix that thing. Like I say, it's old as well, so I'll get a new one. So just before it ended last night, okay, because I remember jumping off of the stream, but I certainly will. So I need to share what the actual mix. Yeah, I could possibly do that. No, I haven't seen it either. Obviously, I will go and look because I was on that stream last night, and hopefully he wasn't directing it towards me, because if that's the case, I won't be very happy about it, put it that way. Because I'm just trying to remember, last night there was Jake, Era, Dino and myself on the panel for a while, so yeah, this is the thing. Era didn't seem to be in that kind of mood last night. So if you did say that, that's quite surprising. I say hopefully it wasn't towards me, but because I remember last night Jake wanted to go to sleep early, and I think that's why the stream ended, so I jumped off, so he wouldn't have had that much time to say those things, because unless he said it before I jumped on, I don't know. Well, Yeah, I say, if he did say that, I'd be having words, Mark. That's for certain, because, like I say, I'm a disabled person myself, and there is quite a few people that come in here that are like that too, and I wouldn't want them to feel. Yeah, I do use a chair. I was born with a hip condition. I've had a hip replacement, got back issues as well, and I suffer with blackouts a lot. So the doctors say certainly not about walking outside, because you can smack your head on concrete, and that's never good. And try to limit movement inside, because I've had accidents indoors as well. Oh, it happened. Oh, right. So no, so it wouldn't have been. I'm probably thinking of the day before then, because it was the day before he went to Dover. I was on his panel. So if it was after that, that's terrible. That is absolutely terrible, him doing stuff like that. I mean, hopefully he can sort that out, because you shouldn't ever speak to people like that. I don't think there's a reason for anybody to talk to anybody like that. Yeah, I don't tend to mention it a lot. I mean, like when I went to Dover, I was in my chair. Like, a lot of people know about that I am in a chair. I just don't talk about it all the time. There's no need to. It's all right. It's just one of those things. I'll say it could be worse. I do it in the best possible way I can. Happy enough. It doesn't affect me too much. I can do a lot of things. Because I'm quite a strong person as well, and I don't see it as a hindrance really, because like I say, it could be a lot worse. I'm a rebel. It all depends. I can be. It all depends on the situation, I think. I mean, I don't mind talking about it if it will help people out. Certainly not, but sometimes I don't like talking about it, because say if you're in a lot of pain and you're talking about it, it makes your pain worse. So yeah, I have been to Dover a few times, but I haven't been for a while. But like I said, I didn't know when I went down to Dover that there was a protest going on. So I actually went down to see Tracy. That was the week that she got assaulted outside the barracks. So I went down there to make sure she was okay, and that, to pay my respects to the fallen heroes and that, and didn't realise there was a protest going on. Well, I think you have to show courage and be a fighter for everything that happens to you. So I think things like this happen to you for a reason, to give you all these different tools for life. I don't know. Right. So I'm not on any side. Hang on, he was called by the lady. Why do people not like that? that only choosing certain words to cause the most distress. So I don't know what you're talking about there, Happy Feet, but oh, thank you. It's actually good to be back. Definitely good to be back. I mean, I'm not coughing anymore. I can actually speak now and breathe properly, so that's all good. But I'm certainly going to be keeping my live streams like a happier place to be, and it's not going to be drama all the time. Definitely not. I've had enough of it. Having that time off of YouTube has helped. I think it's put things into perspective a lot, and it's just way too much drama going on here, and it's not needed, I don't think. I don't know about what you guys think, but it's way too much drama for anyone to handle. Oh, that's the way I see it anyway. I don't know what you guys think, but beforehand there was just like problems kicking off every week, and it's just different people, different things, and just got way too much. No, I don't think you're shouting in any way. I think you guys are going to have to sort this out with Jake and Nara and all of that, because, like I said, I don't know anything about it, and I can't say what was said because I wasn't in his stream, so I can't say what was said and the context and that. I mean, I hope he didn't say it for his sake, because it's not going to end up well for him. That's all I can say. You got another puncher? Oh no, that's certainly not good. I mean, it'll be what, the third one now, isn't it? I don't know about that being a song, but maybe you could make one up. I don't know. Hi Clint, darling, how are you? And how's Max doing? Hope she's doing well. I was actually thinking about you the other day, Clint, about possibly doing a stream about disability and fitness and things like that, because I can give out information from like a certain perspective, and maybe others could jump on that, could do it from like the carer side of things, and I think that could be quite an interesting stream. Yeah, you're right, Happy Feet. Any name calling is terrible. That's why it's best not to do it if you can help it. Oh, I'm glad I make you laugh. That's what life is about, laughing and that, and you know, having a joke. And Leo, be careful. Bloody hell. Oh, my poor cat, she's got nice and comfortable on me, and then Leo's just had a scratch and like kicked the cat in the head. That's not good. Oh, that's nice. You're waiting for an Indian. Oh, you're going to be making me feel hungry now, Clint. How dare you? Actually, I'm not that hungry, so as long as you don't like tell us like exactly what you're eating and that, because that'd be like torture. But hopefully you'll enjoy it when it gets to your house, though, which would be good. Oh, Chris is asking you, Clint, how your PIP assessment went in the end. I actually asked him that question the other day, and he told me it went very well. So that is really good. Hopefully you'll get the results soon, and you won't have to appeal. They're a nightmare for that. It was Gary Glitter's song. I don't know if I want any Gary Glitter songs on here. Bloody hell. I think that would sort of like, you know, stir it up a little bit if I start having Gary Glitter songs as my tune on here. No, I certainly think I would actually I could probably ask my cousin, because she's a singer and songwriter. I might ask her to sort something out. Clint, you're going to get fat eating all of that. My goodness me. So you're saying all that's for you, and then what, Max doesn't eat? 8 weeks. That's a long time. I mean, I suppose they probably got backlogs. I don't know. Because I think they had quite a long time when they weren't doing PIP assessments at all. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, it's not all for you. Oh, so what? The samosa's hers and the rest of it's yours, is it? Or was she allowed like one of the naan breads and the rest of it's yours? Oh, Oasis isn't too bad, Mickey. I think that's a little bit better than a Gary Glitter song, but I don't think that'd be the best sort of thing to have a Gary Glitter song when you are doing a charitable channel for homeless and that. I don't think that'd go down too well. But hey. Yeah, I know. This is the thing, Chris. You always think that assessments go well and that, and when I had mine done for ESA, I actually asked the doctor there and then, and she turned around and said to me, "You've completely passed it all. You're all fine. If you need any more help from us, let us know and we'll see what we can do." And I'm like, okay. Which you don't normally get like that with a DWP. They're normally pretty weird on the phone with you, but this doctor was absolutely lovely. Oh, she's just having a kebab, right? Okay. Oh, I haven't had one of those in ages. I think it's quite nice having a plain shish kebab, and because at least they cook it fresh each time. So I remember my mum saying that to me. If you ever order a kebab, order one of those, because you never know how old the meat is if you get different kebabs. And that's a piece of advice she's always given me. A bit of a weird one for me to remember that, but it's funny some of the things you remember what your parents tell you before they pass away. It's all weird. So have you been in the garden at all today, Clint? Because I would have thought in this heat you'd be out there sorting your garden out and that. Mind you did it the other week, didn't you? So it probably doesn't need doing, lucky you. which is all good. I was going to ask you guys if you had any ideas on what kinds of topics that you'd want to talk about in regards to mental health, because there is so much out there. It's a difficult one. Because I mean, from my own personal experience, I only know so much, and obviously I want to be given as much information out as possible that I know to be factually true. So my chat's just gone nuts. I've just gone from StreamYard, so. Oh, right. I will, if it's still up, I will watch that, because that is terrible if that's happening. I mean, I don't know how anybody could be like that, but that just seems weird of Vera to be like that, because he's not normally a vile person. And, I mean, yeah, he said a couple of weird things to me in the past, but nothing like that or anything that bad. So hopefully he wasn't drinking and that. So I agree with you there, Vicky. Appeal everything. I'm still waiting for my PIP appeal. You know, obviously I'm still getting it, but it's not the right amount. But hopefully that will get sorted out. I'm still waiting for it. I've told them that there were 3 buildings that I can have it in, and they wanted me to know where I'd like it done because of my mobility. They want to know which would be better for me to get to, because I have to use public transport. So I phoned up Transport for London, and I said, you know, to get from my house to these different places. And basically, there's not much in it. So I've just said to them, I will go to the place where it has the best member of staff to deal with my problem, because it's quite an extreme one because of all the bereavement with it, because that's going to affect me to a degree. And because I'm on the top of the waiting list as well, so if a person could see me quicker in a different building, then I'll go to that one. Because as soon as I've finished my trauma counselling, then I can move up north, so that's going to be better for me, I think. Yeah, I'm sure Clint will be in a puddle on the floor melting away if he's sitting in his garden, especially when he starts eating an Indian takeaway as well. That wouldn't be good. It's bloody hot enough outside as it is, about putting an Indian inside you as well. Oh, wouldn't that be nice if they sort this appeal out and then they backdate it, because that's like 2 years worth of backdated money there. That we have to see. I agree. I mean, this is the thing that I've said to people: do not go on live streams when you've been drinking, because that gets you into trouble. And do not go on live streams when you're trying out medication for the first time, because that happened to me and I had an allergic reaction. But drugs on top of that as well is a no-no anyway, but I just don't know why Era would flip like that. I don't think that they can come to you for an appeal. I think you have to go to them, don't you? When it's an actual appeals process. I know they can come to you when you have an assessment done, but I don't think it's the same when you go for an appeal, because the amount of, isn't there 3 people that you appeal to? Because of COVID, I don't think you'd be able to get them to come to your house. I'm not entirely sure on that one. Well, using public transport shouldn't get you marked down, really. I think that's a terrible thing, because everybody needs to be able to get from A to B. I mean, like I say, it is not the easiest thing getting on London transport when you've got a chair and a dog, because obviously there's quite a few people around, and then you've got buggies and that to contend with, which is always a pain in the backside. And then the people have got shopping as well. It gets brutal on London transport. So I do try and have a beautiful stuff. This is the thing. If you've been through a lot of dark stuff, which is also apparent, people can feel that too, so I've been told. And I think if you've gone through that stuff, then and you come out the other side from it, then you're going to be a lot more of a positive person, because other things aren't going to feel as bad as what you felt. So that's the way I see it. Hi, DJ Samuel. I have heard from Dan. I messaged him yesterday or the day before. I'm just waiting to hear back from him. So yeah, that's what it only takes 9 months, so they are blatantly taking the Michael then. Because I've sent them letters now 4 times, and they've been recorded delivery each time as well. So I know damn well that they've had them. But I just think they were doing it to wind me up. Who knows? Well, Pap left me a recorded message, and he said he's okay and that. So I thought I would give him some time to sort of like recover, because I know from my own experience what he went through is enough to shake anybody up, and it did with me for a while. And I wouldn't like the stress that Dan has from his channel. I mean, watching all those horrible dark videos all the time would actually do my head in, to be fair. Do you mean you heard me blush? There is nothing going on between myself and Dan, for goodness sake. We're good friends. There's nothing, for fuck's sake. What are you guys like? Ah, right. So Era had a go at Woo, right? I get you. Whoa. If I'd have heard Era say anything along those lines, I would have gone nuts. Because you don't I don't think it's at all necessary to be like that towards anybody, yet alone a lady. And I mean, I don't know exactly what is wrong with Wu, but I know she suffers with a lot of pain and things like that. So if I'd have heard him say that, he would have got a mouthful from me and a lot more. That is certainly not the way you speak to people. Absolutely not. So do I, Samuel. But until he's ready to actually come back and do all of that, you can't mush it. And I don't think you would want him to either. I think you guys would want him to be as well as he can be before he decides to come back. I think you're right there, Mickey. They probably will use the kung flu as an excuse, which I don't think they should use any excuse. I think they should just say, "Yeah, we actually cocked up. We're sorry," and just hold your hands up, don't you? I hope not, Steptoe, because well, I mean, calling anybody a prostitute is terrible, but I think there might be more to this than what anybody knows. I'm not saying that as an excuse for error at all, but he doesn't normally kick off for no reason. I'm not saying that is a reason either. I mean, I've been there when he has kicked off, and normally he has a reason for it. So, I mean, I honestly can't answer what went on because I wasn't there, but I don't think, well, because I haven't heard back from Dan since I left a message for him. I'm not sure when he's coming back and that, but I'm sure it would probably be soon. But it's like when I had a couple of months off, I needed it, and his condition was a lot worse. So yeah, he was in the hospital. He wasn't in the hospital for very long though, because he messaged me when he got home. So, well, I've been praying for him every day. So hopefully that's, been giving him some strength from that. That's all you can do, isn't it? And he might even decide that he doesn't want to come back anymore. Who knows? I hope that's not the case, because he's worked very hard on his channel. But I think he needs help with it, because well, I'm not even sure how many subscribers he's got now, but it's definitely over 30,000, isn't it? And to do with a channel of that size, and the actual messages that he'd get and the videos that he'd have to watch and put together and everything, it's too much for one person, I believe. I totally agree with you there, Mickey, about his TEDs. He's got 4 of them, hasn't he now? Or was it 5? I can't even remember. It's been ages since I've been on one of Dan's streams. It might have been January or something like that. Okay. Right. That's the thing. I've been on like a few live streams before in the past, and I've had like my phone go off and people trying to interject themselves into arguments and stuff, and it's like it's hard enough trying to deal with when you're on a live as it is without bringing other people and other stuff into it, and that, which is never a good idea in my opinion. But I mean, I feel sorry for Jake. If that happened on his stream and his channel, I would have felt sorry for him, because now he's got to deal with all of this. I certainly feel sorry for him having to do. Mind you, if that was me, I would have dealt with it there and then. I would have kicked him off of the StreamYards and dealt with it like that. But that's just me. Oh, you heard it too, did you, Stacey? I'll have to go over and see if it's still on his stream, because that is terrible. It's just a thing. When you're in a channel and you've got people that you've got on your StreamYards, and then it all starts kicking off, and it's okay to a degree if people like want to have a difference of opinion or whatever, but as soon as it gets like that, where you're being pounced on because of your disability, your sex, or anything like that, your race or anything, if it's targeted, you boot them out. Simple as. But I don't think Jake is mature enough to. I'm not saying this in a bad way here, because he's only 17, isn't he? I don't think he's mature enough to realise that that kind of behaviour can definitely affect his channel, because people could actually complain about that and get like videos taken down when it's like that, because that is a brutal thing to say to somebody. Most definitely. Yeah, I hope Dan's stroke has got a lot better. It all started when he said he was going to get rid of the 3. Me, MP, Protestant Club behind. Oh, okay. 7. I wasn't sure how many he had, because I think somebody bought him some or something, didn't they? Oh, right. Bloody hell. Now you've worded it like that, I can sort of like see probably what went on, because Wu was part of Wellung's backstages, so that probably would have been the cause of that, possibly. But for somebody to get invited onto a panel and then get character assassinated like that, I think is out of order and terrible. No matter whatever a person's done, that should never happen. Oh, so since she came on the panel, he mentioned about her being in a wheelchair. Well, I don't know, because it had no relevance. Oh, that is even worse. I didn't think it could get much worse. I mean, see, me personally, yeah, if I jumped on somebody's stream and they started talking about my physical disability, I mean, it wouldn't bother me at all. But I suppose it depends on what sort of context it was said. I don't know, but then if somebody was doing it to take the piss, then I'd react. But then I could give as good as I get in that regard. So. Yeah, I wish all of this stuff would actually get sorted out, because with it coming onto other people's streams, it's going to get out of hand, I personally think. I mean, I don't know Rue that well. I really don't, but I wouldn't wish any bad on her at all, because she's got it bad enough. But all of this is craziness, if you ask me. Right. So Chris, you basically think that somebody was on the phone telling him what to say and how to say it. Why couldn't the person that was on the phone just jump up on the panel and do that? I don't understand that. I really don't. Oh, what? You mean the backstages? I wouldn't know. I wasn't part of any of that, so I couldn't say. But you say it sounds like a euphemism. No comment. I do not want to be commenting about stuff like that. I mean, people are waiting for their dinner. That would not be good. Bloody hell. Definitely not. No, I don't think PD's left YouTube. I just think he's having a break. But yeah, I went to go on once, and I didn't even know that they were actually having them, to be fair. And I went to go on once to see what was going on, because Angela took me over there, I believe, and they were saying, oh, we can't actually hear what you're saying, like, even though they could apparently, and that was the end of that. But no, I wasn't part of it at all. And yeah, having things like that all the time, I don't think it's a good idea. So Era goes on Jake's channel a lot then. It was good, like the night before, like when I was on there with Era and Dino, because like I said, I haven't spoken to Dino in quite a long time. But it was all a good laugh on that. It wasn't about digging at people and slagging people off or anything. It was quite a good live stream as far as I can remember. People were having a laugh in the chat. We were having a laugh on the actual panel, and it was all good. So to go from like a day like that to a day that you're talking about is crazy. He did for a while. This is the thing about Wellong. He used to, when he had his original channels, he used to like have like backstages with a few people would, go back and have a laugh. But it wasn't ever about slagging people off or anything like that. It was just the people that were there having a laugh with each other and things like that. It was never like what I've heard, what was going on like recently with them. And then he came back to YouTube and then started his channel up again. And I went over to support his channel a few times, but I didn't know he was like doing backstages again until I was on is it Upstates or something like that, and Wellong was messaging me to kidnap Ubers and get him over to his StreamYard, which I thought was a bit weird, but I did it. Didn't know what was going on, obviously, but they wanted to speak to him desperately, and that was I think about 3.5, 4 months ago, something like that. It's quite a long time ago, and I didn't obviously realise backstages are going on then. And then got all this stuff when I found out that it was going on, and that it's so unnecessary. Because, like I say, but Wellong's backstages never used to be like about people slagging each other off. It's just people having a laugh with each other. It was never bitchy. Definitely not. But I wouldn't have said that would be banter if what you were talking about, what happened with Wu last night. That would that's not banter. That's targeted aggression. That's not banter at all. And to do that to somebody just to get your viewing numbers up, I don't know. So sometimes people do silly things, don't they? Unfortunately, but that's why I don't go around mocking people and that and doing nasty things, because like you never know how people are going to take it at the end of the day. That's why you should always try and be nice to the people that you're with, and the people that aren't with you, still be nice to them too. I'm happy to be back, and like I said, I hope it continues to, to be well on that. Well, this is the thing. If people want to do that kind of thing, then they're not going to get very far with people in life in general. If you're good to people, they'll be good to you back, and that's the way it should be. Personally, I don't know what you guys think, but I wouldn't know anything about Cody or anything. I mean, I didn't even know he had backstages and that. I would hate to think, but I wasn't part of Cody's channel or anything like that, so I can't answer that. You may be right, Mickey, actually. I was speaking to Norris a little bit on Jake's, and he seems like a nice guy. So that probably would be quite a good thing. I don't know. I agree with that statement, Heaven. Actually, we should all be united. And unless you're talking about Man United, obviously, and then that's a bit different. But I totally agree with that. But unfortunately, I don't think it's going to happen because of the way the country is at the moment. It's set up that we are divided, which is very unfortunate indeed. Because the government and that well know that if we all started to be united, they'd be in a lot of trouble. Because they wouldn't be dealing with groups of people, they'd be dealing with the whole population. And that would be a grand sight to see, wouldn't it? The whole country coming together as one. I mean, I will always try and make up my own mind about a lot of things, obviously. I mean, this is exactly why I saw everything that was going on in regards to the Turbo situation. And when I did, I spoke out about it. But I didn't just take anything at face value. Went through everything. And there was a lot of it in the end, but see, this is the actual thing. Anybody that heard me on live streams, for goodness sake, I mean, it's blatantly obvious that my voice was absolutely shot. I mean, it actually got a lot worse than that, but my voice was terrible a couple of months ago. It was really bad, and I've actually proved a lot of things like that with my illnesses and that. I say I've got the paperwork, I've got the evidence here, so I've got nothing to hide, I've got nothing to be ashamed of either. Done nothing wrong. So, you know, it's going to be others that are going to have like egg on their face because I've got all the evidence here, so it's all cool. Well, hopefully it's not going to get upsetting because I'm going to change the tempo soon anyway. You're right, I shouldn't have to prove anything to anybody, but it got to a stage where I was having to, and that was the whole point, and it shouldn't ever be like that at all. I don't think. So, I'm getting bloody lost here. Who was bullying, or who tried to bully Rob of all people? That sounds a bit. Are you talking about Rob as in North Audit Rob, or is this a different person? This is the thing they stepped up. You should never send pictures of anything to anybody, because you never know where they'd end up, and that's my own personal opinion. Like I say, I don't know anything about what went on with Cody's streams and all of that, so I'd rather not talk about it, if that's okay. So it had nothing to do with me, and I certainly weren't around for it. I can't testify to any of it, what happened and what didn't happen, so I'd rather not talk about it. So what's everybody up to for their bank holiday Monday? No, I don't have a partner. Definitely not. The only partner I have is my working dog. Now I'm going through a divorce right now, so I don't have a partner now. I mean, if I had a partner, they'd probably be on YouTube as well. I don't know. I think it'd be pretty bad when having a partner and being on YouTube a lot. Obviously, they'd get ignored, and I think they'd get annoyed about it. I don't know. Oh, what are you doing, Leo? So he's decided to lay right on my feet, and he's bending them in the wrong way. Trying to move them out from underneath him. He's bloody impossible. What's cryptic? Cryptic about what? I'm not with anybody, so no, I do not have a partner. What's cryptic about that? You're right, Evan, it is total madness, isn't it? But I suppose that's the whole of YouTube for you. It gets a bit like that at times. I don't know. I think it's like one of them. No, I do not have a secret partner on YouTube. Bloody hell, no. Nothing like that at all. Definitely not. I think you guys would know if that was going on. Bloody hell, you guys seem to know everything else. Bloody nuts. I don't know. Oh heaven, they'd be asking if it's you next. Goodness me. Have I missed half this chat again? Probably right. I haven't a clue, Steptoe, but what do you mean that laugh said it all? I laugh like that all the bloody time. Goodness me. No, I'm a single person. That's all I'm saying. Bloody hell. Certainly not ready for anything else at the moment. Definitely not. Where is Pingu gone? No comment there. I hope tomorrow isn't going to be as hot as this. It'd be nice, getting the council round to fix my bloody door, and then taking Leo out if it's nice and cool. Might do some filming tomorrow. I'm not heartbroken or anything like that, but it's not nothing like that. I've just got too much going on. By treatment coming up. Got bereavement counselling after that as well. I'm going to be moving house, which is stressful in itself, and dealing with what's happened through the treatment, like processing all of that, is going to be difficult. And I'm going to be travelling around a lot as well to do things for the channel, so it's going to be difficult. Right, okay. I don't know what to say about that. Bloody hell. You'll get me blushing in a minute, Chris, for goodness sake. Like I said, I'm not on anybody's side when it comes to YouTube and arguments and anything like that. But I will say this, I'm not going to have my room in a state where it's going to turn into an argument, because I do not want it to be like that. It's been like that in the past, and I don't want to go there again, so... Hi, Era. How are you? And what on earth went on yesterday with you having a go at Woo or something? That didn't sound too good, Era, to be fair. And sorry, I was sorting my mouse out because my chat had scrolled upwards, not downwards. So I tried to sort out my mouse to get it back to normal so I could actually read the chat. So Right, what on earth is going on here? Right. You've been blowing the swimming pool up, Steptoe. God bloody hell, you must be out of breath by now. Bloody hell. Hopefully, when you like got in it, it will not pop or anything, because that wouldn't be good. Because you get a flooded garden as well, which is never good either. Your next door neighbours are arguing over 20 quid. What on earth for? Heaven, that's a bit of a weird one, isn't it? I mean, do you owe them 20 quid or something? Or I don't know, it's a bit of a weird one. What do you mean I'm a fake woo? I've never said I was woo, so okay. Yeah, this is the thing. I didn't actually hear the stream yesterday, so I don't know what happened. But oh, okay. I'm getting confused, right? Oh, okay. You was using an electric pump. Wow. So at least you didn't have to do the whole thing by yourself. Otherwise, I think you would have been passed out on the floor by now. Yeah. It's good though, you know, if you've got kids in this like heat, if you've got like a blow up pool or something that they can use just to cool down. But to be fair though, Era did apologise to Teabag. I remember, and she accepted his apology. So all that got sorted out ages ago. So be silly bringing that up again, because it was all done and dusted and everything. And there'd be no doxing in here, please. That is one of the rules I have in my thing, no doxing. So please, I don't want people's names being. It's like using a first name, but the whole name is a bit of a no-no. I'm gonna remove that, because that isn't fair to show person's real name. Well, it doesn't matter, but people shouldn't be using full names regardless if it's your real name or not, you know. That's my opinion. People get hurt like that, and I wouldn't want people to get hurt over things turn out of control. No, I haven't timed you out. I just deleted a comment. That's it. It wasn't like you've been repeatedly being bad all night. If that's the case, people get timed out, but no, you're not timed out. That's the thing, Steptoe. Some women don't have the patience at all. But some men, I'm not saying all men are like, some men would obviously take their time deliberately. I'm not saying that was the reason with you, but some men, when they're given a chore to do, they always take their time because that they want to like watch the football or something in between. I don't know. I actually don't know whether it is, so I think everybody on YouTube has been on Wacky World of YouTube at least once. It's one of those things, isn't it? Yeah, at least I can. I wouldn't ever go into stream drunk because I'm teetotal. At least I've got that in my favour, which is a good thing because I actually put my foot in it normally, yet alone if I was drunk as well. Bloody hell. Yeah, I'd rather not be talking about cancer either, if that's all right. That's what my mum passed of, and my stepmother too, and my great uncle, and it was their first year anniversary this year. So no, Era, it's not that, but I think what they're trying to say is because of the insults you gave Wu yesterday, because about her being disabled and that, because of the fact I use a chair as well, they were saying that what you thought of her would be directed at me as well because of the chair thing. I think that's what they're getting at. Could be wrong, but I think that's what they mean. Oh, have I given the game away there, Steptoe? That's the thing. A lot of people do mumble under their breath when they've got a partner that's a bit like that. I mean, I was lucky, like with my ex, and that he wasn't ever like that. So you never had to be like that of each other. But the one before that was a lot like that. So I totally get it. Yeah, so I wouldn't know anything about that either. Era, I don't know her that well. I've only spoken to her a couple of. I think she came on my stream a couple of times when I spoke to her. That's the only time I've really spoken to her, and she was okay then. But I couldn't say if she's like that as a person or not. To be fair. That's just what I said. I said I don't know what I should say to that? See, this would be the thing, though, wouldn't it? I mean, I'm going to be moving up north soon, so it's going to be even further for a person to travel, isn't it? Is that right? Oh, bloody hell. So, I'm sure she'd love to hear that, Steptoe. Bloody hell. You're going to get a slap if she reads that. Hopefully she's not on YouTube. Otherwise, she might bury you under the patio if you've got one or something like that. Who knows? But Steptoe's just said, to be fair, I only married her for money and a lovely shed. That is well cheeky. Funny but cheeky. I certainly think Jake does need help and support. You know, being a 17-year-old and going on YouTube as well, you've got to be very, very careful about the groups of people you're around and that. Oh, come on now. It's not about being nasty either. I mean, hopefully it won't all kick off or anything like that, because that would not be good. Oh, actually, it hasn't been. Obviously, that came up, but the chat's been about CBD. A lot of it has, actually. So it's not all been about you at all. Definitely not. Jake was on earlier, and Jamie as well. So it hasn't definitely been about you all the time, no. Oh, I should show you around London, right? Okay. No, my luck, I get lost myself. Certain parts of London, it's like that. It's a pain in the backside. Oh, come on, guys, knock it off. But you certainly don't need arguments, especially today. Bloody hell. Oh, Steptoe, that's funny. That is funny. You're certainly going to get a slap in a minute by bloody hell. So if we don't hear from you for a while, we know what's happened. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you have been talking about that. Oh my goodness me, right. This is going to turn into a bloody slanging match at this rate. That's one thing I'm not going to tolerate if that happens. Because I certainly have better things to do with my time than referee and bloody session kicking off. Definitely not. I don't want to be dealing with that all night long. That's the thing. Normally, like when I'm on live streams, like now, I actually even have to turn like the vibrating part of the phone off, because you can actually hear that through StreamYard. I didn't realise how loud it was until my cat jumped on the laptop and turned on YouTube. An old stream came on, and could actually hear the vibrating part of my phone going off. It's like, bloody hell. It was really bad. So I don't have my phone like that now. I don't know. I could find out if that live stream's still up if you want me to. I will look now, and I'll soon be able to tell you if it's up. Let's have a look. I'll soon find out. There was one from 17 hours ago, the Dover demo, and on my AT. I don't know what that's about, but it's only 23 minutes, so I'm not entirely sure. But it could be up there still. If it was 17 hours ago, then probably is the right one. Oh, okay. If that did happen, that is absolutely terrible, and hopefully she hasn't been bad back at him either. I don't know what their back history is. This is the thing. Like I said, I don't know her that well, so I don't know what she's like as a person. But oh, it is still up, right? Okay, so it's a 17-hour one, right? I will look at that then, and I'll see for myself. But oh, this is the thing. It is bad if you've got like bullies and that, because like I say, I don't know what people's back histories are here, and if I didn't know say if she was a bully or not, then you would think differently about it. But if you knew the whole situation, you'd think different about it. But I don't think you should have said the things you said if it's true to anybody, really. Because, you know, it's not very nice being a disabled person in a chair. I mean, it's not very nice to having to live with that and deal with it. It's very bloody painful, in fact. But that's just from my own personal experience. Do I get a pass on what? So I'm getting confused. I haven't bullied anybody. People come at me, I defend myself, but I don't start something. Yeah. Well, yes, I'm getting confused. Yeah, I'm certainly not a bully, but I am a disabled person, so I think that's what people in the chat are getting at. I don't know whether that is the case. See, this is the thing. I do not know her that well at all. So I've never heard her like that. Because when she come on my stream, she wasn't like that. So I can't say. Oh, we certainly will need a bloody bus pass. Bloody hell. Oh, okay. I will watch it and see what was said, because that's terrible. I think if you've made a mistake and you actually admit to it, I think that just shows you're a bigger person personally. So. I'm sure Jake could probably still have it anyway. Oh, bloody hell. I'm saying that you don't have to apologise. I think it'd probably go down better if you did. That's all. That's completely down to you. But it's always better to be the bigger person, really, and it's also less of a headache. It's another thing. I'm not going to be talking about what went on with these backstages or anything like that either, because I wasn't there. I don't know what was said. I know it was all bad and totally out of order, but I basically don't want to know about it at all. It caused me a lot of hassle, all of those backstages, and then I got dragged into it and that, and I've really just come back to YouTube, and I don't want to be going backwards with all of that stuff, so you know. This actual chat's starting to get quite toxic, so I'm going to end the stream. And I will speak to you guys later on in the week when I do my next stream. But this stream the chat's getting really toxic. So have a good night, guys, and enjoy your bank holiday.